All right. Well, our project was Heart for the Arts, and I'm not an art teacher. I'm an English teacher, and so what we did, I wrote the grant because we did not have an art program at our school this year. We did not have an art teacher, and we didn't have anything, a program where our kids could project their work or advertise what they were doing, and we wanted to make an opportunity for them to do that. So to compensate for that, I wrote the grant, and I thought the best way I knew how to do that would be to publish a book of their artwork. And so that's the project that these kids and our kids here, and back there is another one, that have taken on. So the first thing I had to do was I had to ask permission from Mr. Pollard if I could meet with the kids, pull them out of an elective class during my planning period so that we could form the Knott County Central Creativity Council, and that's what we did. So, as with any good meeting, and you're in one today, it starts with food, okay? So the first thing we did was I stopped and got some food and some drinks and that kind of thing, and we fed our students. So here's a couple pictures of our meetings and how they are, and they were already having a pretty good time. So when I approached them with the idea, they were excited about the fact that they got the opportunity to share their work with other people and to meet basically once a month to talk about what they were doing and to critique, and they do critique. Let me say this, critique each other's works. Oh, not working. Okay. So when we met, I said I wanted to do a book, and we needed a title of it. So they came up with the title, Patriotivity, because we are the KCC Patriots. And first we had to figure out how to spell it. I wasn't quite sure about that, so we worked on that for a while. Our resources. Anytime I think about doing a project in Knott County, the first person I contact is my husband, because he also teaches at Knott County, and I need to bang some ideas off of him and to see where the bugs are in this program. And my other great resource that I'm so blessed to have in Knott County is Dora Webb Centers. She's our UK extension agent, and she helps us out so much with what we do and gives these other students another way to do that. One last resource that I had was Jean Reynolds at the Board of Education, because she helped me get the technology together to do this. Without her, I would have been completely lost. So I want to say that too. The next thing, it was kind of a snowball effect. The first month we had no entries because nobody knew what we were doing, and they didn't really know what patriotivity was. I had a couple kids come by and say, we see some signs in the building, but what is this? What's going on? The second month, we had more than 10 drawings, and then kind of a whole nother area opened up to us. We had writings come by. We had some poems drop in. We had some short stories come. And so the next 3 months produced over 50 drawings and writings, and actually I got 3 new drawings yesterday, even though the book is done. So it worked out great. I added some art to the PowerPoint just so you could see some things, and like I said, I'm not an art teacher. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler, so I was just leading blindly, okay? But these are the drawings that the kids 9 through 12 turned in, and these kids selected and formed the book. I have no skill to do any of this, but these kids do, and I felt like we gave them a great opportunity. And they formed the group, and they produced the book called Patriotivity. And the young lady standing here, she drew the cover and designed all that. And the young lady here basically put the book together. She's my grammatical genius, so I let her edit all the writings and that kind of thing. These books are available in the concourse, and they're free. We did them as a nonprofit as part of the grant procedure, and I really didn't know how to deal with the copyright issue, so that's the other reason they're nonprofit. And so let me turn the questions over to the students. Okay, introduce yourself.
I'm Allison Sloan. I was drafted to help with patriotivity, and I thought it was a really good idea when Miss Mobley came to me and asked about it. It was a place to help students let out their creative energy, I guess, and not just drawing but also writing, because at Knott Central we've never really had like a program to help creative writers. And I'm a writer. I have writings in the book, and I never knew that there were that many writers at KCC until we started working on the book. But any questions? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Cynthia Hanshaw. I'm a current junior at Knox County Central. And I just want to talk a little bit about background, how I started with art. In the summer of 2015 or 14, something like that, I was admitted to ARH's Psychiatric Center. And my form of coping was art therapy. And I started art expressing my feelings through the help of art therapy, and I guess it bloomed from there. And I believe Miss Mobley is probably one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. And when I found out that we didn't have an art program anymore, it really shattered me a lot. And it just means a lot to me, being able to express and have a creative mind form, and it's just everything to me. And hopefully when I get out of high school, I can bloom with it even more and express everything I have to put out there. So, nice stuff.
Nice stuff. But please feel free to grab a book. The poems are amazing. We've got some from a freshman in there that we're really impressed with. Allison's got several stories in there. She'll be going to Moorhead this fall to major in creative writing on a scholarship, so we're real proud of her. Yep.
Is this a whole class period all year that they gave you, like an elective class?
No, I gave up planning.
Oh, they came.
And they came and met with me.
What I'm saying is, they come every day though?
Oh no, they came. I pulled them once a month to meet with the book. And Cynthia and I and Allison and I, we're always connected kind of electronically. So I would say, hey, we need this. Can you do this? So it's kind of a nighttime deal too. So we work on that. But I had great support. And like the kids said, we just didn't know that there were that many kids out there that did that. And so we're real proud of the book. They're real proud of the book. When I passed the book out to them at our last meeting, they said they all kind of had their favorite page, which had their stuff on it. So there you go. But please pick up a book, and if you see a kid, they would love to hear your feedback on that. Thank you so much.